Hello my beauties, today our beautiful canvas is Afoali and I'm going right in with our SHISEIDO cotton pads and using my PIXI Glow Tonic to exfoliate her skin, and then I'm jumping into my luminous dewy skin mist by TATCHA. Listen, we were fooling around this entire tutorial, so as I'm applying this VICHY 89, please be advised, please understand, we don't have no sense. We were really having a great time. Look at her, look at this woman. So yes, I did my Vichy, and then I use my Essentials by Marcelle. This is a great moisturizer that I love. I then skipped over to the brow and I just set it in place using my brow wax primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can see, I'm really pushing it into her skin under the hairs to really saturate the brow, and then I'm using my little spoolie here to really tame them and push them into place. Can you believe she showed up with perfect brows like that? Like, I can't. And that's my Crème Lumière by MAC. I'm using PeachLite. I wanted something really like luminous for her skin as a base, and then you're going to work your foundation over that, and it's just going to make her skin look like it's light infused. Now you use a rose quartz roller like I am to do just a little bit of skin gym and push all those products in there. Your PeachLite is a primer, but it's also a moisturizer, so that's great. And whenever she wants to stop fooling around, I jumped into some Makeup Forever Invisible Cover Foundation HD. I mixed a couple shades together and I started quite light to create the base for her skin. It doesn't quite match her and I'm aware of that. My goal was just to illuminate her though, because I was practicing a technique that I had seen and I really wanted to, you know, play with that. Then I'm going in for some liquid contour using again my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I did all the skin with Makeup Forever HD except that PeachLite from MAC that you saw at the beginning. I'm just carving out her skin contour and her face. Yeah, this is a hilarious tutorial that I had so much fun filming. If you don't know, Afoali is a fantastic filmmaker, director, videographer, everything, and yeah, she's one hilarious lady, so definitely check her out. When she's all contoured like this, it started, you can even see me laugh in the frame, like she's hilarious. Yeah, I just blended some lighter concealer just to lift and boost up her look, and that's gonna set the base for my eye, just as far as the shape that I'm gonna go for. I definitely did the highlights of her chin and the high points, all the high points on her face with that technique as well. And I pushed everything into her skin using like a tap and roll motion with a beauty sponge. And these sponges are my favorite to use on myself and on my clients as well. So I'm just blending in the cheek situation at this point just to make everything nice and seamless. I'm going to do everything in a liquid base and then go ahead and set it. So as you can see, I'm using the nose of the sponge now just to go right underneath her eye and smooth everything out so that I can go back in with powder and start setting everything into place. The powders that I used were Ben Nye luxury powders for this tutorial. And this is a blend with banana and I believe caramel or camel. I always get confused. Is it caramel or camel? I'm pretty sure it's camel. So I started using that with my damp beauty blender, and then I went in with one of my Cazettis with those luxury beauty powders by Ben Nye. And now I did snatch her nose, but not too much. She's a beautiful Cameroonian woman and we didn't want to alter her features, just wanted to enhance them. So here you see me just defining her nose and really getting that shape defined, but I don't feel like I'm snatching it and making it too small. You know, my work is all about enhancing, not changing, so there we go. Here is some more highlight that I've really just built into the center of her forehead, and that I'm bringing up and out, and then I'm bringing down the center of her nose just to really define that shape without changing the shape too much. And the reason why I started with the brow wax primer was just so everything would stay in place. Like as I'm working, you can see her brow shape stays defined, so when I am ready to go in with those products, the skin is going to be ready, the hair is going to be ready to just absorb them but the whole brow situation is set into place by this point. So that was a new for me, to do the brow prep during the skin prep, and I'm gonna be doing that. Now here is where I'm snatching her contour. I like how carved out it is, but I usually don't snatch up under the contour, and I tried this technique with her. This is why I have these models over, just to try different techniques and really explore my craft. I tried it with her, and it's like I like, but I don't love. I haven't gotten it to really work for me and my signature. So I don't know that it's something that I would do necessarily again. So I'm going back into the brow situation. I'm using just some contour powder here, but I replaced the brow, and you're gonna see me go in with some powder products and some cream products possibly as well, just to get everything situated. And I'm recarving her contour with some powder contour as well. So here I am doing the brow, and I'm using the Brow Powder Duo by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is available at Sephora. And you just want to do a little combo motions into the brow to really bring it and shape it, but you want to remain very natural with it. So when I want to do a brow, that's usually what I use. And I think right there I took some like really light powder just to set. So now we're gonna zoom into the eye, and I'm excited about this because I love doing this eye on her. This was like a really fun emerald green, and I used a Marcelle pencil. This is so not expensive. It's available at like every drugstore in Quebec. It's very creamy, but once you set it with powder, it really doesn't move. So the first thing you want to do is carve out the bottom part of your bottle's crease and blend it ever so slightly, just to kind of diffuse it and bring it into the crease. So it's just like a more natural, because you're not doing it like a cut crease. What you're doing is you're laying down a base for a smoky eye. So I done the outer corner, the upper outer corners, and now I'm doing just a lash line to define where I want my color. And then I'm just gonna fill in my lid with that same gorgeous color. And if you can't tell, it has a little bit of silver pigment in it and a little bit of gold pigment inside as well. So I'm blending that around her lid space and just diffusing it nicely, so I have a gorgeous cream base for the other powders that I'm about to lay on top without it being too much. And then I'm using this beautiful forest green that I got from my Visi Art Dark Mattes palette, is where I got this green, and I'm setting around the eye. And right in the corner, the middle, you want to use your Makeup Forever Chartreuse. This is a gorgeous lime electric green that you can use in a whole bunch of different places, but I chose to build it into the center of the lid, and I don't want this look to be too defined. So I've already set where it starts and where it begins, but as far as everything else, I just want it kind of blended together. So I focused on the very center of the lid, but you will see me bring this out so that it completely blends and marries with the other colors that I've applied to her lid space. Then I used my Marcelle pencil on the lower lash line, and I used some PIXI Beauty black eyeliner on the lash line and in the waterline, and I love doing that. Just a dark, like a gorgeous black matte liner just brings your lashes up and defines your eye. Very, very sultry, very sexy. Totally not the type of look that Afoali would go for, but she was my model, so she was so patient. Look at her face, she's not feeling it, but she was very patient and she just let me do my thing. This is what I do. This is how I hone my craft, and this is how I build my career. Now, you will notice some Nikki underlash from Sweet Lashes. I would not use those lashes again for this type of look. I feel like it made her eye look a little bit heavy. That being said, as I'm finishing up with some bronzer, it is kind of cool. I just feel like it's just not her. And we did it and we were laughing so hard because it's just, if you know this girl, you know, like, this is not her style. And she's just looking at me like, girl, you put lashes on me. And yes, I did, because I ordered them and they're very special to me and I wanted to play with them. So I definitely got some cool use out of them there. And I know now that they're a bit long for my underlash tastes. So maybe not for this type of look, but on someone like Afoali, but in the future I'll be using them for sure. And then I did a bubblegum pink lip. She's so pretty. Like, the transformation is just so out there. I think the lashes would have worked if I had done a heavier top lash. You know? That's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and enjoy her being
sort of snatching. Twitter isn't ready for me.
What is she doing? T'es dans le visuel, and she's gonna send 140 characters talking about I'm beat, hashtag beat.
If only you could see this face right now.
Makeup on your face. This is way more
what,
than
sorry?
you need. I'm putting like a pound of makeup on your face. This is way more than what you need. But I'm having it stuck under it. I'm starting to blend it. It looks nice. It's going in a nice direction. But until it's there, good luck. I do this so my clients can't leave without paying.
What?
C'est black.
Okay, so Suzanne, this is where you pay.